So we are in August 2022 and I'm going to make next year's budget. Kind of. So I think it's the best name for it. So food, utility, gas, transportation, or gas/transportation. Then there's something in here called house association, if you can call it that. Well, it's the association. Social security. I do work for myself. House insurance. Accountant. Clothes. Not that I spend much in it, but hey. And accessories. Well, whatever. Accessories. Grooming. Debts. And house maintenance and updating and whatever. Now I'm doing this by hand. I like to do things by hand. I like to feel my thought goes through my hand, but this needs to be done properly and prettier and in Excel. And understandably, but I don't care. Right now, I just want the exercise because it's been on my mind and it's driving me mad. And then yearly expenses, those that are paid only once a year. What else? And savings, haha. Savings. Okay, so monthly. I'm not going to tell you my expenses. Oh, and I forgot the most important thing. Income. Not going to share my income nor my expenses, but let's consider that my income is 1,000 and I spend 150 in food and I spend 100 in utility and 80 in gas and transportation and 90 in the house association and 30 in the social security and 100 in the house insurance, which by the way should be over here because it's a yearly expense, and 50 with the accountant, and I don't know, like 100, 200, 200 food and clothing. These are averages. This is an average, and it doesn't mean I spend this much. It's an average. I usually buy clothes in spring and fall, and I catch up with what I'm missing, and it's a certain amount, and then I dilute it. This is the optimal because it's 1,200 for each, but I don't spend that much. Grooming. Now, grooming. Some 30, 50, 60, I don't know, 80, 100. Let's say 100. 100 every 2 months. That's like 600. That's 600. So it's 50, 600 divided by 12. Shut up. 600 divided by 12. Yeah, it's 50 a month. And that's, let's say it's 300. House maintenance and so on. I have no idea. But let's say 400 in 1 year. Oh, Wait a minute. Well, let's say that. I have no idea. This is, so it's around 33. I'm going to put 40 a month. Yearly expenses. I know it's around 160 plus 120. What else? What else? So, where do I go to find out what else? I go to my yearly calendar and I look at my oh plus 220 plus 220 plus 300 plus I think plus 65 plus 80. Oops, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 80 is 32. 3 times 80, 24. 240. Is there anything else? Not really. So this is the I'll round it up for 1,500 savings, and I'll put here fun, for which I don't have a amount, but I want to. Let's say 250 times 4 plus 250 times 4 plus how much? Plus 50 times 8, which is 400. So let's say 1,400. God. And savings, I don't know. So I don't know. I have no idea. No, I'm not going to put the fund because I'm going to put what I do and not what I want to do, and then I'll make another one for myself with what I want to do. So I have no idea how much I spend in fun. But it is related to how much I earn. And savings, I know. 10%. So let's put 100. Okay. So these are the monthly. Now we're going to do this in 1 year, which equals 12 months. So everything multiplies by 12. And then we're going to make it in 10 years. This is what I want to do. 10 years. So everything of this result multiplies by 10. And then I want to see how much do I find should be in that account. So I'll just take the first 6 to, well, it's going to be boring. You need to be doing the accounting. So 150 times 12 is 1,800, 1,200, 80 times 12, 960, 90 times 12, 1,080, 1, 2, 3, 4, 30, 30 times 12, 360, and 1,200. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, we have enough to give us an idea. So in 10 years, the food is going to be 18,000 euros. The utilities are going to be 12,000 euros. Oh my god. I don't know what's worth to spend as almost as much in utilities as in food, or to spend so much in food. I honestly don't know, but I just don't like these numbers being so close. So and gas for transportation is going to be 9,600, and house association 10,800, and social security 3,600, and house Insurance 12,000 again. Oops, nope. No, I'm going to take this one off because this is a yearly one, as I said. I'm going to include the housing, like the house. I'm going to put here 300. So 300 times 12, 3,600, which is 36,000 in 10 years. Okay, that's interesting. So, how much would I like to spend? Well, 18,000 in food. I don't know. I think I would like to. Let's go to the average. Let's go to the 100 per person per month, and that would mean I would be spending 10,000. So that means I would have to save or start saving 8,000. Utilities 12,000. You're like, really? I would like to spend half of that. So 6,000. And gas and transportation, again, the same. 9,600 divided by 2, 4,800. And house association, like a third of this. This is the bill I don't like paying. Really, I won't say it's 4 times less. 2,700. Now this would be a proper amount. 36,000 and social security. 3,600. You know what? Don't mind. Like maybe 3,000 to make it a brown sum. For the house, 36,000 for a house in 10 years. It's quite a good deal. So if the house were to be paid in 30 years, it would be what? 36,000 times 30. Oh my God. Yeah, what's wrong with this? 36,000. This is in 10 years. Okay. And 30 years would be 3 times this amount. So the house would be 108. Well, that's good. So if I find the house for 108 euros, well, not 108 euros, but the monthly pay is the same as this one, as the 36,000 in 10 years. It's a good idea. If not 108. Oh, what if I could get the house for 8 for 100? So 8,000 divided by 3 would be 2. Ooh, that would be too much. So let's say 3,300. So 33,000. So now let's make the accounts. These would be 6,000. This would be 4,800. This would be, oh my God. I need to change the company. 10,800 minus 2,700. 8,000. Saving. Let's see why I don't like that account. 6,000. Oh, 600. 36 minus 33. What am I doing? 3,000. So this is how much I would have to save in 10 years. And in how much would I have to save in 1 year would be the 8,000 divided by 12. Are you kidding me? No. The 8,000 divided by 10, which would be 100, which would be 6. 800, which would be 400 and, oh my God, 8,060. Oh my God, I love this exercise. That's why that was on my mind. It looks such a huge amount, but then when we reduce it, we divide it by 10 to arrive to the yearly amount, it becomes small and feasible, doable. So let's see how much that would do in by month. By the way, it's not going to end here. Okay, by month. So 800 divided by 12 months. Oh my God, it's just all I need to do is spend 67 less on a monthly basis on food, which is not that little, but I think it's doable. 600 divided by 12, it's 50 years less in utilities. God, going to have to go hunting. 480 divided by 12 is 40 years less per month. Oh my God, 810 divided by 12, 67.5, and 60 divided by 12. This is going to be, oh my God, 5 years less in social security. 300 divided by, this is the social security is a tricky one. It's a very tricky one. I'm not going to consider this one. I'm going to choose another one because it's correlated to how much I earn. So I'm going to choose another one. I don't want paying a lot of social security if that means I'm earning a lot. So I'm not going to use that one. 300 divided by 12, it's 25 years of saving in housing. Oh my God. So let's say I'm going to spend this. Let's say on grooming. Let's go. Oh no, debts. Oh my God. Let's go to debts. Let's go to debts. So let's use this one. 300 times 12. It's 3,600 times 10 is 36,000. I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. But okay, let's say I have like 10% of this 3,700. I'll have 3,610 years, and that means that I would save 36,000 minus 3,600 would be 32,400 that I wouldn't be paying someone else, that I'd be able to use to myself. Well, that would be enough for fun. Okay, divide that by 10. It would be a yearly amount. What? 32,400 divided by 10. What am I doing? 3,240, and divide that by 12, it's 270 a month. So, amazing. Let's go on in this new sheet. So the new allotted budget budget amount would be food. So let's 150 minus, can you see it? I'll put it like this. So the monthly amount is 150 and it's going to reduce 67. So 150 minus 67, the new food budget would be 83. The utilities, 100 minus 50 would be 50. the gas and transportation. 80 minus 40 would be 40. House association, 90 minus 67.9 minus 67.5. I'm going to round it up. 23. Housing, 300 minus 25. Where is it? Here it is. 275. Debts, 300 minus 270. Oh my god. Straight 30 years in debt. Wow. I'm gonna be able to do that eventually. And preferably not even that. But hey, from my perspective, 30 years looks like heaven. So, this is the new allocated budget. That's how much it would be. But let's continue with this exercise. How much would I have to save? How much would I have to save? What am I thinking? Oh, on a weekly basis. I have to save on a weekly basis in 1 year, obviously, always in 1 year. I'm reducing it. So we are here. We went to the futures, fast forward 10 years, and now we are coming back to the future with the results we want. So what am I going to do? How much would I have to save on a weekly basis? So that would do for food. So 800 divided by 52, and that's divided by 52, would be, I would have to save 15 euros per week. Utilities don't, gas and transportation. Not sure, but I'll try. So the yearly savings is 480, and so 480 divided by 12, it's 480 divided by 52, it's 9 euros a week. So I'm not going to touch the utilities. Oops, the utilities, because it doesn't make sense. Transportation would be 9 euros point 25 savings a week. House association doesn't make sense, and housing also doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't make sense because these are monthly bills. But what if, let's pick this one up, 600 divided by 52 is 1150, and this one, 810 divided by 52 is 1557, 1560. 1560. This is a 9, by the way. The housing. And 300 divided by 52 is 5.80. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the other one? Oh, the debts. 3,240 divided by 52, it's 62.30 a week. So I'll just run everything up, because so it's 11. Well, I'll put it 12. I'll put it 10. I'll put it 16. I'll put it 6, and I'll put it 63. Okay, just easier for the brain. Now, why have I done this weekly? Because this is how much I would have to save on those bills in order to get to those amounts. But these are monthly bills. I pay them once a month. So what I would have to save is in the consumption, so that they would reduce that amount. Okay. So I have, in here I have to focus on consumption, so that the consumption is less whatever the amounts are here on a weekly basis, if that's something I can do. And so now I have to find out how I'm going to make these budgets work. But so far, and this is half of the exercise, we've been on the saving scale. Now we're going to look on the income scale. So I don't even know if this 1,000 is enough to cover the expenses. It doesn't really matter. It's just to give us an idea. Let's go to the income. So the income, which is 1,000 a month, would be in 10 years. In 1 year, it's 12,000, and in 10 years would be 120,000. God, 10 years to get that. It seems like one doesn't, one does. 10 years to pay the equivalent to a house. Well, when houses were this price, but the money isn't all for us, so it not even, oh, don't want to go into that. So then 10 years, 120. So let's do the reverse here. So far I've seen how much I should save, how much I would have to would like to pay, and how much I should save in 10 years in order to reach the payments I would like to get. But now let's say how much I would have to earn more. The same amounts I would need to save. Let's consider how much I would need to earn more. This is a two-way street. It's earning and spending. So how much more to earn? So if the amounts are exactly the same, what am I doing? That's easy. Income, yeah. So the amounts are exactly the same. So 8,000. How much more? Well, I already know how much in 10 years, but I'm trying to reduce it for 1 year. So I'll go to the 1 year column. So 800, and then 600, and then 4,080, and then 8,010, and then 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's another one. 3,000. Where is it? 3,240. Okay, so this is in 1 year. How much I should be earning more in 1 year, meaning that by month and then by week. In 1 year, always in 1 year, I should be earning, what am I doing? It's the same amount of over here. I should be earning an extra 67, an extra 50, an extra 40, an extra 67.5, an extra 325, and an extra 270 on a monthly basis. So, and on a weekly basis, I would have to be earning an extra 50, an extra 12, an extra 10, an extra 16, an extra 6, and an extra 33. So I love this exercise. I heard it first on Mr. Money Mustache, and I hated it because I looked at the amounts and I realized I had to make changes, and I didn't want to do them. Now I do. So my God. So let's focus on the income. Isn't this amazing? To save 8,000, we're talking about 8,000, it's quite a lot of money. In 10 years, it's just 800 in 10 years, it's just 800 a year. And I would either save 67 or earn an extra 67. And if I translate it for a week in that same year, it's just 15 euros more. So I don't know if I can save. I'll try both ends and I'll see how much I can save on a monthly basis for all the categories. And my task. So this is next year's budget, 2023. We are in August. I'm going to start applying this in September, which is next month, because, well, it will give me time to practice. 3 months to practice. Even though technically there are 4, December, it's not quite the month we do these things. We might, but we spend more, let's face it. Is this a mosquito? I think it is. Yep. 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 Maybe I should close the windows. But so my task on the next 3 months will be to focus on what I can do to increase income in these amounts. I'm not going to the monthly amounts because they look very big. 67, 50, 40 still look very big, and 270 like but 15, 12, 10, 16, 6, 63, it's a little bit scary, but especially because it's on a weekly basis. But if I can't find this one and I manage to find these, I'll be already quite happy. So let's go on with the exercise. Let's go on with the exercise. Now that I know that monthly and weekly, I ought to save and or earn an extra, let me add this up, 67 plus 50 plus 40 plus 68, let me round it up, plus 25 plus 270, 520 more a month. Yeah, it's like a new job, definitely. And weekly, I would have to add up 50 plus 12 plus 10 plus 16 plus 6 plus 63, 122. It looks so doable. I'm not saying that it's easy to earn this more, because again, this in a month, it turns out to be this. But the amount looks doable. It doesn't scare me. Well, regardless, this is how much I need to reduce and or in expenses and or increase income. Amazing, isn't it? So what was I thinking? Because I wanted to continue. I already know what I need to focus on, what I need to do. Okay. So, in the reduced part, Let's divide this in two. And the reduce part, I'll try to do everything yearly. So that means that I would do the meal plan and grocery, well, not groceries, yeah, meal plan, groceries, cleaning, whatever, everything that's in the supermarket and that I get there on a yearly basis. And that would mean I would have to add up all the expenses that we have already seen and here as being the utilities, gas, transportation, house association, housing, accounting, and we went to debts. So why do I need to make a bill of all of them on a yearly budget, on a yearly setting? It sounds like redundant that I already know how much it is in here and why I'm going to do in here. Well, in here I'm going to specify how much meat and what kind of meat I'm going to buy, how much fish and what kind of fish am I going to buy, how much vegetables and am I going to buy in fruits, and how much do those meat, fish, vegetables, carbs like rice and pasta, and fats like oil and butter and dairy and eggs, which are not fat, also have fat, but I'm not considering them as fat. I'm just thinking about the things I'm going to buy, and cleaning supplies and all that. How much is that going to be on a yearly basis? How much am I going to need on a yearly basis so that in the next 3 months, yeah, a lot of work in here. In the next 3 months, I get myself prepared to what to well, what I mean is a year has 12 months and 3 trimesters. Usually seasons are on its trimester, and seasons are what make the food change, the way we eat change. So I'm going to organize the year according to the trimesters that correspond to the seasons. That means it will start on December 21st, which is when winter begins. Well, properly. I'm going to try and do it now, but properly for here, because I need time to set this up. And that means from September to November, having this set up, I will know how much what amount, how much weight, how many units, and of fish and meat and all the things I'm going to need, and cleaning the rice I'm going to need, how much that's going to cost me in the following 3 months, and considering the average amount I need to save, and then I'll be specific. I'll go to food, which includes also the cleaning supplies. How much I need to save on a monthly or weekly basis, and I'll know. Let's say I allot, I don't know, 20 euros for fruit and vegetables. So from those 20 euros on a month, I'll have to do the account. if 70 is the amount I need to save on a monthly expense and 20 is the amount I'm spending, then 29%. So this amount of vegetables will cover 29% of the savings. Not that I've saved anything, but they have to do that. So everything else will have a percentage also associated, and that will allow me to know how much I'll have to save in amounts of each thing. It's difficult to explain right now, and I'm not quite sure if I'm making the right thinking, but I know what I need to do, and I'll be able to find out how much, what will be the price I need things to be so that I manage to save on each category the enough amount to reach the monthly goal. I can inclusively, let's say I find a deal where I can find whatever it is with, let's say, meat with 50% reduction. I'll buy it for the next, well, it has to do with the storage. I don't have that much, but I'll buy it for at least the next 1.5 months. And then I will try to make recipes where I'll make each bit of meat stretch twice. And that means with the same amount of meat, I will have enough for 3 months. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So this is on the expense reducing part. Yeah, this is on the expense reducing part. It's one I'm quite used to. This one, income increasing. I have no idea. I have no idea. I guess I'll have to work a lot more and work a lot better and find out what are the things that are providing me with income and increasing those so that the income that I get becomes bigger. But this is like, I'm just talking. I have no idea and choose how it's going to be. But I'm sure running the house like a business will help me with that, because I can transfer knowledge both from the house to the business as from the business to the house. And I'm sure also running the house like a business will help me reduce expenses. I hope you've liked this. I really, really, really love this exercise. I hope it's been useful for you.